We have traveled the stars. We have traveled through time.
Okay, yada yada yada. Bathrobe stone. Bathrobe stone. Alright. There's the music. These are dark matches, and they won't have, so it's in a copied universe mode, so it won't have any impact on your wrestlers in terms of power ranking points, because I'm going to reset them for after the draft, and because it's a separate universe mode, it won't impact the main one for wins and losses, but it'll still count as like a win or loss for your wrestler. But that's more to help me also test with betting. So I'm doing a recording. I think I fixed everything, so there shouldn't be any lagging. If there's any lagging, then we have a serious issue. Where's my Discord? Where's my Discord? All right. Okay. Let's get into the first match. It's a tag team match. 5-minute majors. I believe Marco is going to retire. I'm just waiting for new wrestlers from him. So this will be the last time you probably see this team against the random pairing of Diamond and Diamond. Okay, so betting is open. And let's go. Hey Arnold, what's up, man? Tag team match, blah blah blah, testing, and 5-minute majors, Blitzkrieg, Marko Vujovic, info card, oops, info card, did that pop out? It did. Arnold, how are you doing, man? I'm doing okay. Your typing it sucks. I couldn't sleep, although I went to sleep really early. Like I went to sleep at like 8:39. So I woke up at like 1, maybe 1:30. And then I'm just like laying there in bed. I'm like, I needed to do a test stream. What better time than to do it like really late at night? All right, random pairing. So this shouldn't have a problem with the info card. No. That's fine. Because it shouldn't matter. Yeah. Although the array, why would it say array for the info card? There shouldn't be any images up there either. You are getting by. You're having sleep issues as well. I am digitizing and editing. Oh, your mom's old phone video, old home videos on my laptop. Yeah. I have a ton of pictures from my mom's place that in theory, like I guess we could pull out the scanner, right? But like there's a lot, and there's a lot of pictures of people that we don't know. You know? Oh, let me do actually shout outs. Oh, look at so Azul.
Quackadine. Double?
Things that make you go, Okay. And Justin. Yeah, I go through, like, I don't know when it started, like, but sometime this year, I started going to sleep really early. And waking up, like, at 6:30, 7 o'clock, which is early for me. Because usually my sleeping was similar to something like going to bed at like 11, 12, getting up at 7 or 8. Oh, right. I changed that angle. We'll leave it here for this dark match. And during the day, though, I would have naps at about 1 o'clock till about maybe 2 or 3. Like, I don't work. So, like, I could do that, you know? And then all of a sudden I stopped doing naps, and I'm waking up like and I guess because I'm not having nappings, I'm going to sleep really early because playing World of Warcraft, that was my thing, and there's not really a lot for me to do right now, so kind of getting bored with it a little bit, honestly. But so then it's like, well, then also being on my computer for a long time is not great for my body, so I tend to get off the computer and then sitting around, and I'm like, oh, well, nothing else to do but go to bed, you know? And he has an ad. Stupid ads. Stupid ads. Where did I change this announcement? Alright, welcome back. The photos, your scanner recognizes separate images and scans them as separate files, makes the scanning much quicker. It's for the pictures I have that no one alive remembers. I see it as they aren't my memories. Don't scan them, but bash them somewhere. Yeah. I don't know if mine does that. Like, I have a Canon scanner, printer, fax, all this big honking thing that we don't use now. Like, we don't print anything, and I'm not buying printer ink because it just wastes it, right? So we have it packed away. Like, we really don't use it, and anytime we need to print anything, we just stick it on a USB stick and go to a local printer kind of place, and it's like 36 cents for 2 sheets that I printed out the other day, which it seems crazy. Like, that seems like a lot of money for a couple of printouts, but honestly, compared to having to buy ink that always runs out for some reason, you know, So it's a scanning software, you just use the stock Mac scan software? I wonder, so I run on PC. I'm wondering if maybe GIMP has something like that. I used to run like a hacked version of Photoshop CS6, and for at least the last 3 or 4 years, I've kind of gone away from that hacked one and tried to use something that's more open source and still free, but not so that I'm stealing, right? Although, screw them. But anyways, I don't know if GIMP has that kind of thing. I wonder. I wonder. Or maybe the built-in stuff with Windows 11 maybe might save them as all separate photos. Because I could probably fit a good Oh, good, about 10 or so on one. Right? And then, like, my mom has those, you know, those photo books where, like, it's like a cellophane front, but the backing is like this sticky cardboard thing. And so, like, I don't know if I should just like throw those books away because, man, they're so old and falling apart. And then by the time we scan it, well, then what's the point of keeping, like, we still want to keep the physicals, right? But maybe we put them in like a photo box and seal them away or something. So not GIMP. I tried the window scan first. Okay, and just try to set it as detect separate images. Okay. Your mom had only those albums. We had to trash one. Yeah, like I kind of get it. You know, I like the thought of it because it's pretty easy, right? You just stick it in and put the cellophane back on. Woohoo! But they weren't built to last, right? So, oh, these guys are still wrestling. So at about the 2-hour marker, so we're still recording. I was having problems with the game would freeze like really badly, and I think I made the changes on my side that I think were causing the problems. I thought I was being very smart, but it actually caused me problems, I think, with how I saved my files. We are way. Like, my mom is alive, right? So I like, she's not gone or anything. So like, it's a matter of getting the pictures and also like saying, hey, who is this? And I know that there's some that my mom's like, I have no idea. So then it's like, And the people that would know have passed away. So like, what do you do, right? You just kind of leave it in a box and, I don't know, leave it for my kids to deal with. I don't know. The way I see it, the scans seem to look better than the original prints at 600 ppi. Yeah, if anyone wants prints, print them. I'll trash your originals, and no one else in my family disagrees. Gotcha. So you're the oldest? Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm so I've got an aunt from my dad's side. My dad passed away a couple years ago, but my aunt from his side is alive still, so she's the oldest on his side. And then my mom is still alive, but her sister has passed away. Grandmother's passed away. So really, like, I have, and then my dad's new wife, or widow, I guess, of like 27 years. So like he got married to her and they were married for a long time. So she is alive. So I have like 3 of the older generation. Oh, I guess also my grandmother's sister, which I also call her my aunt, but she's like a grand aunt. She's like 90 something, but she's still going. Thanks, man. Yeah, he died during COVID, which kind of sucked, but it was from kidney failure, which wasn't great. No, I wasn't able to actually go spend time with him because of COVID, right? And then it happened really fast. Nah. It'll be fine. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 count. Okay, so we still have issues with these 10 counts. Okay. We'll pay out diamond and diamond. That seems to work. I mean life, right? Yeah. Okay. These are winners. And that is still coming through on my headset because that is the default feed, even though on your side there's nothing. I wonder. I can go to the volume mixer. And but is that getting picked? It's not going to get picked up by the mic. Interesting. Interesting. What's that? So real talk, what do you think of the future of eFeds will look like come 2K25? It's just me here looking. I am not buying 2K25. I am done spending my money on stuff that doesn't fully work. I like 2K25 needs to have something really big for me to jump over. I'm for example, 2K24, I use universe mode. I sometimes use play mode. I can't get money in the bank to work. And then I go look on the support forums, and to fix it is like a voting thing. Are you kidding? Money in the bank is I would say is a key factor in how wrestling plays out now. And you're gonna say like, oh, it doesn't work, so we might fix it, we might not. Bro. It's been, and their share prices have gone through the roof too. All right, let me load this. Oh, I didn't do betting. Oops. Shit. I don't know what that's gonna do. Let's see, is that gonna update? Oh, it did update. Singles match, one fall. This is my announcer voice. Canadian champion, Toasty. Okay, now does the picture comes out. Toasty. Toasty. Oh, cool. Yeah, like, we're definitely not going as heavy as we were before. I still will have my... I am a planner. It's just how my job was, just how my brain is. So I've got my year planned out, but we're not going as hard as we were before. For instance, we are doing wrestling only three times a week and trying to do some variety gaming because I miss playing different games, and I like playing different games now, like not bothering trying to run this as a getting a partnership thing, because I don't like how that affected me personally and affected friendships and stuff. So we're trying to take things a little bit differently. Like we've done this the last year. So I burned out the end of July of 23, and we took off about 4 or 5 months, and then we came back and not going as heavy, and to be honest, viewership suffered. However, that's okay because I'm not really interested in numbers. It's more hanging out and talking, because this was started off as a social thing because everyone was at work or school. Devon Fox, de facto fiasco. This is my announcer voice, Devon Fox. Shout out. That works. Okay, so those seem to work okay. You think you might be done too? I was done for 3 years until Hawks asked you back. Oh, really? It's amazing what you can get done in. Yeah, what I missed the most when I burned out was more chatting with folks, really, because I wasn't streaming anything, like anything. So I get depression, and it's up and down, right? So I'm trying to treat it, but anyways, it's like not being able to socialize with some of my friends that I realize it's like a username, but it's more than a username, right? So like I miss that, and I felt like I really enjoyed doing wrestling because I like wrestling. I like the magic of it. I like the show of it when it's done well, you know. And doing our own thing here was something I really enjoyed, and I really missed it. So I decided, yeah, let's come back and make sure we take it easy, so we don't do the burnout stuff. And that's what I'm doing right now. Is we're like over the last year, since all of 24, really, we just decided, if we need to miss shows because we got life stuff, then we miss shows. Or we move our schedule around. Like I was very tight with this is not great. Shaping my home life around my streaming, and it should be the other way around. Right? We're not doing this to pay bills. We're not doing this for like a partnership. I have to treat this like a business because freaking government up here wants taxes. So okay, F you guys. Then I track things a certain way, and we technically lose money because the government wants their taxes, but in fact it actually costs them money on our tax return. They always pay us back, stupids. Anyways, they're so stupid. Yeah, I like it's changing things. Like I definitely get obsessive with things I really like, and I really like wrestling and doing what we were doing for a long time. I really enjoyed it. And then, well, things happen, things change, and I'm not great with change. So, but we're having fun with it, and I'm trying to make things a little bit better at the end of last year, and I changed some settings up, and things were hanging and freezing, and I retweaked, and that's why I'm doing a test stream before we come back for the rest of the year. You're still mourning your dad. It took me 5 years to truly let myself realize. Yeah, I like I've gone to where he had a cottage up north, and I personally grew up where our family had cottages. Like my grandmother and grandfather had one, my dad had one. He got married to his third wife, God, and she hated it and made him sell it, and then about 6 months after divorced him and took half of the money, which was not great. Anyways, so I'm used to that style of thing. Like we're not talking about like big huge things, but it's like a small cabin on a lake sort of thing, right? And I really regret that my kids didn't have that I had, and so we've been trying to save up money to try and get that, but focusing on the area that my dad was at. But I don't know if that's also the best thing, because maybe it's like I'm not letting go of my dad and I want to go up there because of what I remember that it being up there, and not necessarily finding something better, maybe closer to home, but also maybe realizing that a cottage is out of reach financially, because basically up here buying a cottage is like buying another house. And like, bro, I can't, like, we can't do that, you know. So it's more adjusting, I guess, what I can do, what I should do, and coming to terms with with not being a bozo. Oh, that's not a great camera cut. Cool. I did leave the camera cuts on. So you're obsessive too and tend to do everything in excess? Yeah, I pulled out all my old wrestlers from LJN. I've got 39 of them? No, 31? Hold on. I just posted it too. What is it? 31. So I have 46% of them. And I'm starting to go down the road of completing the collection. I do not. Those are the Series 6 ones that were only up here. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've got a handful of like everything. So I've got some in Series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I don't think any of 6. I don't remember there being a Hogan black card in terms of Series 6. I thought it was Series 4, where he had either a red shirt or a white shirt, and he had a different pose and the different belt. And I can't find my belts either. So it's gonna be okay, but I find the older I get, the less space I want. I want everything in arm's reach. Oh yeah, like over there, Devon Fox. I'm definitely changing up how I live as I'm getting older. Like, I'm almost 50 now. Christ. Here's your winner, Devon Fox. Testing, announcer. I swear they did a black card of it. Maybe. I thought they were. So you had the old Hogan and the short hair. Okay, so I definitely. Well, I have both of the old. I have the old Hulk Hogan and the new one. I recently received as a gift this year on Andre the Giant with the short hair. That's Series 3. Yeah, and I put in a bid on an Andre the Giant with the long hair, which is Series 1. We'll see if I get it, but I'm starting to go down that road of starting to collect again, and oh boy, it can be kind of pricey, especially for the ones that are harder to find. Like I didn't even realize apparently the Series 6, like the final ones, were only available up here in Canada. Like in terms of being like selling, there was no license to sell them down in the US, and I was like, what? So they didn't make as many, so that's why they're a little bit more rare. And it's like, wow, I had no idea. And I know that there's like there's services that will make them, but they're not the originals, right? So I want, like, they don't need to be in good condition. You know, if like they're scuffed and stuff, that's fine. Because people use them, people play with them. I don't need them to be like perfect, like mint, right? All right, Furious Frankie and Jenn Savage. Following match scheduled, one fall, something. Furious Frankie, managed by Toasty. You had many. Oh, so you had a bunch of them as a kid too? I still have my ring, but my ropes are all messed up. Like, they're all wrecked. And I used to have like the blue steel cage that would snap on. You had many of the bruises in the shape of Hillbilly Jim from your brother whipping it at me from across the room. Yikes. So they are available. Yeah, black cards were only in Canada. Yeah, like the stupid licensing, eh? Yeah, so my toys were those wrestlers, the G.I. Joes from, I don't know, 1982, you know, like those, like that line, and Transformers and Voltron were basically my, those were my toys. And when we moved, my mom made me leave a whole bunch of stuff, and I decided to keep just my wrestlers. So I had to give up all my Transformers, all my G.I. Joes. I mean, I was like an older teen, so I think she was trying to like get me to kind of grow up a little bit in terms of what she thought I should be doing. So I understand. I kind of pissed off still because, oh man. But whatever. My ring is long shattered. Oh, you had the case. Your first one you ever got was Corporal Kirshner. Oh, wow. Yeah, that guy I don't have. But I know who you mean. You had the Lions, Voltron, and the Castle. I never had the Castle. I had... we eventually got all the Lions. And they were good. Like, they were solid. Like, they were solid toys. So you have a real replica of the Sword of Omens. What? Get out of here. Get out of here. Wow. I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like Thundercats, and when they started coming out with Silverhawks, that wasn't really my thing. I mean, it was okay. And Brave Star, He-Man, I could never get into it, but I don't think it was because I didn't like it. It was more because a couple of the kids on my street were mean, and they were all into that stuff. So I hated it. Like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it because I didn't like them. You know, I'm a kid, right? So I don't really. Anyways. So I never really got into it. And then my mom was asking me if I wanted some of those toys for Christmas. And I said no. And she's like, what? Yep. She was shocked. It's like, yeah, well, I don't know. So even better, the two He-Man swords that interlock. What's a He-Man sword? I don't know. Don't know what that sword is. I did not know that that was a thing. That there were two? Like, I know that they came out with She-Ra, and I watched that a little bit, but as a kid, I was like, well, this isn't for me, this is for girls, so I didn't watch it really. But from what I remember hearing and reading, She-Ra was actually better. I wouldn't mind a blazing sword replica? Yeah, the toy. What? The blazing sword? Is that from He-Man as well? The toys had He-Man's and Skeletor's sword, and you needed both to unlock Castle Grayskull. Oh! Well, that's cool. Oh, that's getting picked up on my mic too. Okay, we'll go to cable A. That may have done a little bit of a glitchy thing, but that's fine. What's me doing? Blazing Sword is... Oh, that one! Form Blazing Sword. Okay, got you. Yeah. I liked Voltron, I guess like season 1 and 3. I really didn't like the season 2 with the cars. Ugh. That drove me crazy. The new series that they did on Netflix, I really liked. I thought they really did a good job on it. I didn't think it would have been that good, but well, it's pretty decent. You always wonder why not form the blazing sword at the beginning of the fight. It would seem more efficient. Yeah, you'd think so. I mean, they just go around with it. Oh, monster! All right, let's go. Dead. Right? Maybe. I don't know. Like just thinking of like maybe reasons why. Whoa, camera angle, bro, right up in there. Maybe if they kept it out, it lets the bad guys get more time to scan it and find a weakness. I don't know. Yeah, I was more into Transformers than I was into like GoBots. Like I know that there's a lot of my friends that like them or liked Mask, and Mask wasn't really my thing either. I mean, Mask looked okay, but I mean, how many toys can you have, right? It would be like walk in, ring stunner, beer bath, leave, button Voltron. Sure. Hey, Jenn Savage. Whoosh. Announce. Jenn Savage, winner. Oh. Robots were cheap imitations. Yeah, there is something else too. Oh, when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out, I was like, this is Voltron! But from what I understand, people were saying like, well, no, Transformers was sort of like, this was around way before, just not here. Okay, fine. Fine. No. Could lower that too. Okay. Oh, mercy. What match is this number? Was it 4? 4? Maybe. 4? Oh, I didn't do betting. To get back into the habit. Jen Savage one. Jen Savage. Yeah, this is only match number 4. Whoosh. Following tag team match. 1 fall. Something. Sugar and sauce. Hey, why aren't the pictures coming out? Let me see if I can fix that right now. On the fly. That's why we're doing these dark matches, because I made some changes. Info card. Where are you? Info card. Should have worked. Don't understand. My image. Am I not pulling them all back? Like... the hell? The one I tell your kids about that they don't believe is that every toy store had an entire aisle dedicated to realistic toy guns. I have pictures of me as a kid with a rifle and raccoon skin hat my mom got you at Disney World. Toy guns at Disney World. Up here, there were definitely toy guns. I don't know about like a whole aisle. I know that there were like one good aisle of toys, and then an aisle of like baby boy toys, and then an aisle of girl toys, and then an aisle of baby girl toys. So like they had a fairly large, like a department store, right? You know, like a Zellers or Kmart or something. What else did we have up here? We had Towers up here. We had not Walmart. What was before that? Woco. Jeez. Woco. Why didn't it pull out the image? I don't. Oh, it probably didn't get put into the thing. Probably didn't get put into the thing. Because that makes a whole lot of sense. You're thinking of more like Toys R Us? Oh, wow. Yeah, Toys R Us. They're still going up here. which is bonkers. I know they went bankrupt down south, but all right, I didn't do the image, and that's from betting. Why wouldn't I have done the image? Isn't it image trans? No? Tag info. Image trans. Oh boy. Like, we still have our Toys R Us is still here. It's actually about 10-minute drive from where I live. There's nothing really for me or the kids there. We used to buy a couple things here and there, but they're a little bit pricey, so we buy them wherever we could get the best price, right? Oh. Is this why? That's probably why. Okay, we can hide that. We can go here. Update that info card. Where the hell did it go? I have things in so many different windows open. Info card. Is it sugar and spice? Women? 24 trans. That's it. Sure. Yay! Yay! It worked. All right. In theory. Okay. That's why Toys R Us closed here. Folks would take their kids to see what they want and then buy it cheaper on Amazon. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess people still bought here. Like, it was still worth it for them to keep things open. Like, maybe we're just stuck in the past where we just want to buy it like now. Like, we still buy things like I buy a lot of things online. Hey, Lucky Tiger, how are you? Good morning. Might be a money line touring front. Man, we have there's a computer chain up here that, you know, scuttlebutt is that they are money line touring for China, but it's never been proven. And if it really was, they would have been closed down pretty quickly, pretty sure. So Mercy buckets. I hope the new year's been good so far. Yeah, it's been pretty good for me. How about you? Unfortunately, the folks that we usually spend New Year's with, one of them got sick, and I didn't want to get sick. But funny enough, I got sick like the day before, and so I didn't really want to spread it around. So we just stayed home, Carrie and the kids and I think the last time we did that was in 2020 lockdown, because we weren't really allowed out. So, yeah. You had antique stores in your neighborhood that were never ever open, but they never went out of business. One or two small car dealerships like that too. Isn't that weird, eh? Like, how are they staying open? Makes you wonder. Your New Year's resolution is to not make any promises I can't keep, but I can't guarantee I'll stick to it. Sorry. I'm laughing like an old man. So they stayed open because they were fronts. Yeah. I mean, I can't think of any around here that kind of stand out like that. I'm sure there's something, right? I didn't. Oh, hey, her hair. Why is her hair like that? Oh, because of her tag team partner. That's right. Oh, well. There's nothing we can do about that. It's a bug. So I made. So I'm going to continue on with my Italian. I don't know about finishing it. I unsubscribed from Duolingo, so it's going to be more slow going. I'm just tired of, like, even so I was subscribed to Super, and now there's like a Max, and I constantly get this stuff with Max, like ads for Max, and it's driving me crazy, and Max's costs a lot more, and I did use it. Like, I absolutely used it. I learned a lot, but I think I'm done, and I think I need more. And if I need more and I'm going to pay for it, I'm going to pay for something that is less game-like and more studying, right, and learning. But I'm still going to continue my streak, so I want to keep doing that. And then less swearing, which I'm not saying no swearing, but less swearing. Because usually I don't swear a ton. I mean, I will swear, but not a ton. But lately I've been swearing quite a bit, like the last few years. There's something else too. Oh yeah, try and find things that are more efficient for me to not waste my time on, you know? Like, why do 2 or 3 clicks when I can get it done with 1 kind of deal? Maybe not so much like that, but try and find better ways of doing things. And if things are just taking too much time that I'm not really liking, then just move on. I don't know. And it's okay to move on, you know? It's okay. It's okay. Zarana with her black hair this time. Oh, excuse me. but I try not to do like fitness ones or ones that I think are just like I'm setting myself up for a failure. Because a fitness one, like I know most people try and do fitness ones. Okay, it's a new year, so let's be healthy. Yeah. If you want to be healthy, just start it right now. Don't wait. Just start it now. Like I know it's hard, and it is. I was doing a lot of exercise in 2023. Or 22. 23? 22. Oh my god, man. Time is flying. I lost a lot of weight. I went from like 274 to 218 at my lowest over the course of about 4 or 5 months. So that was counting calories, but also exercising. But counting calories, I will not ever do that again. Nope. I was making very unhealthy choices there, and it was not great. And I decided to stop doing everything because Christmas time and all that. So I did Christmas and yada yada. And then I gained a lot of weight back, and I never went back on it. So I just continued with the weight again. So I didn't get back up to the 274, but I think when I started to do it again, I was like 249. So I'm doing a thing where I eat between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. And I generally pick those times because those are the times that I'm mostly up during the day. The key is to not overeat. Basically, eat until you feel full. Only eat when you're full. I mean, only eat when you're not full, right? Like, only eat when you want to, like you need to eat something. And don't eat before going to bed. So that's why I did like 8 p.m. because generally that would give me enough time to go to sleep at my normal time. And so far it's been okay. Like over since the beginning of August, I lost about 10 pounds. And that's going at about 0.5 pounds a week, roughly, which is good, which is healthy, right? And so I'm going to continue staying with that and see how far we go. And there's some weeks I went up, some weeks I went down. Some days I give myself a break because it's like a special day, you know. So, yeah. But I think the biggest key is not to overeat and not to eat right before going to bed. Like that's the bad stuff. Okay. Wow, you went from 260 to 220 in the last 5 months by simply eating smaller portions. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing kind of right now is I'm not having seconds or thirds or fourths. Like if we eat pasta, I would generally have a big bowl of pasta and then a second big bowl of pasta because I love my pasta, right? I'm Italian. I guess I'm half, but we were raised this way, you know. But, you know, it's going to be okay. I don't need to eat all that. Like, I guess, like, I don't want to lay any blame, but it's how I was raised too, right? You eat a lot and you don't waste anything, right? I guess that's more coming from my grandmother who lived during the depression. So you tend to get very tired when you eat. My heart rate starts to jump when I eat too much. Like it like jumps up, spikes, like boom, 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 boom. So that also doesn't feel good. So we're doing it slow and steady. I'm not really going out of my way to exercise, which I probably should, but wanted to see what we could do just by eating, or eating less, or eating more responsibly than what I did before. Starving kids in China. Oh, you mean like the ones that made my phone? Man. What a world, eh? Oh. These tag matches take a long time. I was gonna put a time limit on them, but and I don't want it to always be a time limit thing. Nah, your mom was always like, there are starving kids in China that would love to eat what you won't finish. Oh, you had that? I had Africa. Or more specifically, Ethiopia. Yeah. But that was from my mom. My grandmother she was just like, I made it, you finish. What? It's not good? Wait, it tastes bad? I'm so full. Oh, then, but if it was good, then you would eat it all, right? Yeah, man, there's like starving kids like could be right next door, you know? And sometimes you wouldn't even know. Yeah. Oh, Maddie Hunter, what are you doing? Wow. What are you? She's losing her mind. Oh, mercy. Excuse me. Oh, I bought I started getting into coffee about 5-6 years ago. And, it's been a slow process, but I finally advanced to grinding beans. I've never ground my own beans, so now I'm like I got a Black & Decker spice grinder, but it also does beans, so just pulse it. Pew, pew, pew. And then I have like a AeroPress, which is similar to a French press. And it's so good. Oh my god. Definitely tasted better than normal grounds. You have a spice grinder too? There are even starving kids in Beverly Hills and Mexico. Oh, submission. Well, let's test the Rosa tapping thing. So, Rosa tap.
I hate tap.
She loves tap.
No more tap, please. No more.
We should make that bigger.
Damn it.
I don't know how to make it bigger. But I don't want to make it too big. Put that out. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. That should be the spawns. These are all. So you made Tappa. You made Tappa. Yep. You made Rosa tap. In her own fad, Rosa's Dancing Wrestling Federation. I love to bug him about it. Alright, we got baby Firefly and Lunchbox and Linda. That should be working fine. Let's go. Hey, Zorts. The fuck are you doing? Nice to see you too, buddy. Sure she wants blood, eh? Yeah. Well, Zorts, I felt like I hadn't seen you for a while, and I really wanted to see you, buddy. Baby Firefly, yada yada. 16 and or 16 for 30, 0-1, no eliminations. Alright, I wouldn't even have said that. Take off the announcer. Shout out. It's 4 a.m. Yep. I'm doing a test stream when most folks are not up. I figured this would be a good time to do a test stream. Because I made a couple changes and tweaks and trying to see if I can figure out the freezing problem. And we've just been hanging out, chatting. You know, as we usually do. Lunchbox Linda, 29 for 51, 1-0. Managed time. Oh, I didn't do my announcer voice, but whatever. Amarillo, Texas. There. How was work, man? Wait, is it 4 a.m.? It is 4 a.m. Well, that's how she goes. And I gotta bring my car, and I gotta bring Carrie's car in. Gotta do a whole thing. The biggest thing is a whole bunch of checks on it, because it's due for checks, and then due for transmission fluid change. Oh, that one's a couple $100 right there. But we budgeted. We're fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, I didn't realize it's not on that side. Sorry. Options, presentation. It's only on that side. Alright, make a note. I want to make a note. Okay, there we go. Making notes. The betting is now closed. And here I was blaming my problems on Firefox. So silly. Oh, there's going to be ads coming up soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So, I don't know. So, like, the bot has this announcement that there's going to be ads. And I know that message, I said it somewhere, but I don't know where the heck I said it. Like, I can't find where that setting is specifically. You know? I looked in all the things. It's always the last place you look. That's 2 today. Oh, these countouts, eh? I guess we definitely have to do the 20 count again. That's 2 we got. Baby Firefly. Triple threat. Yeah, I don't know where, like, the message will pop up eventually. Oh no. Triple threat. The large Lebowski. Not under spam filters. And timers are like my own timers. So it's not really a timer, it's like a response, right? Swansea, Wales, 505, Blob. Ready for 21. Do. At least those are working. And it's not flickering either, so that's good. And so far I haven't had the freeze, which is a good sign, but we've only been on for an hour and 15. I noticed the last time it happened, we were on for about 2 hours, but then it happened again at like 45 minutes in. Reno, Nevada, 225 pounds, William Terrence Ford. If anyone's watching this as a VOD, I'm sorry. Dark matches, testing. 1 for 3. Oh, drunk again. Drunk as a skunk. Not really. Live announcement? No. Hey, I thought because I changed it in the other one. I didn't change it back. It's a fine. It's a fine. Bingo. Co-pilot's taking a long time. Chatbot settings. Navigate to chatbot settings. And enable the module if it's not already enabled. Find the live announcement. Customize the announcement. No, that's for when we're live. Oh. Heading is now closed. Oh, look for the ad break rule. I don't have it. It does not exist. Chat alerts, maybe? Oh, hold on. Maybe it's under chat alerts? It is under chat alerts. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yay! You know what? Arnold, you're right. It was in the last place I looked. Now I'm gonna have Blob's song on my head. Mercy. It will always be in the last place you look, even if it's the first place you look. Ah, yeah. Imagine that, eh? I feel like drinking something right now, honestly. Like pop? But no can do. In theory, I could do coffee because coffee is very low cal. Oh, the other thing I'm doing is that if I really need to eat after 8 o'clock, like if I can tell like I'm hungry, I'll go eat something like pickles, which are very low cal compared to what you're eating, like to the size of what you're gonna eat. Right? Oh, the blob! Oh no, it's time to go to the buffet. So pickles seem to be my go-to. And I've been hooked on these pickles from Moishes. Oh my god, they're so good. Goodness gracious. So you brew your own tea and then ice it? You put lime juice in it, and that's all. No calories and no sugar. So what, you just do like a regular, like a orange pico or English breakfast or something? Yeah, pop is not good. Pop is the no bueno. Oh wow, Zortz is starting the heist. Alright. Yes. Do it up, my friend. Sure. Heist all. Or heist anywhere from 1 to 5,000. Ooh, going Terrence forward. Just Lipton black tea bags. We'll do 2 gallons at a time. Or in a dispenser in your fridge. We quit soda for like 3 years and started to drink it again over this past summer, but it's only maybe 1 a week if that. Nice. Yeah, I have a sweet tooth for sure. And at my heaviest days, yeah, I was drinking a lot of pop. A lot. And yeah, that's gain weight. Yeah. Yep. And so when I try to like, I try to do 1 a day if I'm gonna have that. I also have stuff that's no calorie in case I really have a craving for that kind of pop stuff. So at least it's 0 calorie. But even then I try not to do it. Yeah, that's like it's fantastic that, you know, doing once a week. Yeah, like it's like that with all junk food. Really, it's, you know, it's junk food for a reason. If you eat it like every day or more, it's not good. You know? You drop sugar soda like 15 years ago, you'll do a diet or a 0 every so often. Typically, it's that tea though. I'm actually curious on how that tastes, eh? I actually might give it a go. So you do like a regular Lipton black tea with lime juice. So it wasn't intentional. You were low on Sprite. You went to the store to restock, squirreled, and forgot to get the Sprite. And then never bothered going back for it. That's probably the best squirreling that you've ever done in your life. Right? Alright, Zortz, it's you and I. Zortz made it. And I'm probably not going to, because of course not. I was enlisted in chauffeuring my neighbor for errands. It's probably going to be chauffeuring my mom around. My mom is going to be 80 this year. She still has her license, but it's she's got to go take tests now, right? At 80 and 82, like every 2 years. And I don't know. So, you know, if it's a matter I gotta drive around, that's fine. Like, as long as we plan it, you know, it's not like last minute unless it's like really important, right? So I had to go get them Sprite. Yeah. So we stopped vaping in a similar manner about 5 months ago. I just put it down somewhere. Then I would never go out of my way to reach for it just to see how long it would take for me. Oh, that was like 5 months ago? Wow. Yeah, I've never smoked. Like I've had one drag of one cigarette a long time ago when I was 16, 17. Here's your winner, the large Lebowski. And that was the grossest thing I have ever done. And I gave it back to my buddy, and he's like, good, don't do it again. And I never did. Yeah, it was just not my thing. Okay. And I held off drinking booze for a long time because I was afraid of turning out like my dad. My dad had a problem. And then I realized, well, I'm my own person and I'm in control of what I do. So, you holy moly. You started smoking at 13. In your defense, it was the 90s and there was a suave cartoon camel in your comic books? Really? In the 90s? Camel Joe was there? Right? Definitely not in comics up here. Like, I've only seen that as like reference to like ads in Futurama, you know? But they were targeting in the 90s. Wow. Wow. Tough guy Tim Doogan against Gabriel Morgans. Okay, let's do this proper. The following match are scheduled for one fall. First, hailing from Glens Falls, New York, weighing 270 pounds, tough guy Tim Doogan. Tough guy Tim is 4 for 10, not managed by anyone. Never gone up against Gabriel Morgans before. America, eh? Yeah. America. I'm rocking my Vicks though right now. This is my drug. I love the smell of Vicks. Oh my god. Like, if I could keep this on me at all times and just always smell it forever and ever, I would be okay. I love the smell that much. Metalliptus. His opponent, hailing from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing 272 pounds, he is the one-man mafia, Gabriel Morgans. Gabriel Morgans is 1 for 4, managed by Iga. I think he's getting me a new wrestler. Sweet Jimmy Kiss. Joe Camel. Also, it would be a cold, bleak, slushy, wet winter day. You'd look up in the miserable, freezing hell to see a billboard of a bunch of attractive young people having a blast on the beach, smoking Newports. Wow. Advertising. I mean, it's like that for all things, really, right? Get them while they're young. Yeah. Clinton was the one who really curbed tobacco ads here in the late 90s. Yeah, I had no idea. like, because that's not what I was exposed to, right? Like, I guess the laws up here were already different. I want to say in the 90s they made a point of up here making it so that the cigarette packs could not be displayed, so everyone that used to have them in behind the counter would now have a drawer in front of it, so you can't actually see them. And then they did something where they made it so that the actual package of cigarettes had to have like a picture of like cancer lungs or something like that, right? The biggest regret you have is picking it back up after I got out of basic training. Yeah, like I know a friend of mine that you and I both know, Zer's, has tried to quit smoking, and he did okay, and he's back on it again, and it's fine. I mean, I'm not going to judge, right? Because it's difficult to quit. So, you know, when he's ready to try again, we'll be there again, you know? If you ever want me to give you shit for smoking, I will give you shit. You just tell me and I will give you shit. Oh wait, I just swore twice, damn it. Oh well. I said I would try to curb my swearing, not completely eliminate it. But, you know, I am there to support my friends. So you can't stand the smell of tobacco, especially around food. Oh, and I won't be an a-hole about it because I remember what Dick's former smokers were to you. Oh, I see it as my problem, so you excuse yourself. Gotcha. I like the smell of cigars. That I definitely like. So you knew a guy who worked with heroin addicts, and he said getting them off heroin was easier than getting them to stop smoking. Oh wow, tough guy Tim Doogan completely wrecked Gabriel Morgan's. Here's your winner, tough guy Tim Doogan. Oh god. Huh. Yeah, the thought of doing drugs like that where you have to like you use a needle, right? I could never do those because I have a deathly fear of needles. More, it's not the needle itself, not seeing my own blood. It's in my brain. I have this fear of. It's gonna sound really gross, and I hope I don't freak anyone out, but when the needle's going in to find the vein, I have this fear that it's gonna start hitting bone and scraping against bone. Sorry. That's my fear. So when I have to give blood, when I gotta do blood work, I look away, and it's not like I'm gonna faint or anything, but it's also I'm trying not to think about it, right? And I can see my own blood. That's fine. It's the metal going in. You know. At the end of the day, the addiction is addiction, and addicts will only stop when they're determined to stop. Nothing else will work. You have to actually want it, and it's a daily thing. Yeah, it's very difficult too. You know? Like they have to. Like it's a hard thing to do, and it may feel like you can't do it. You know, and that's part of getting over it too. Is getting over the I can't to I will. Some folks it takes longer, right? And some folks you do, and then you fall back, and then you do again, right? And it could be several times. Just keep on trying, right? Never give up. As much as possible. Never give up. Never surrender. Galaxy Quest. Such a nerd. Alright, The Witch versus Dani Weaver. So far the stream's been okay. So maybe I fixed my problems, although this hasn't been a super long stream. One fall to a finish. First Canadian champion, 1/2 tag team champions, parts unknown, The Witch. Managed by G-Man. The plug. Versus E-Fed. Let's go. Yeah. And if, you know, if your friends are trying to do something like quitting something rough like that, just try to support them. Be there for them, you know? Like, my friend doesn't drink now, and he has always said, I am okay with you drinking. I'm okay. I do not need to drink. Let's be clear. And I said, if at any time this ever bugs you, I care for you more as a friend than I do about having a drink. So you just say that word and I am done. Like, I will not drink around you. Like, if that's what's going to help you. And as far as I know, he hasn't had a drink in, I want to say about 3 years now, which is good. It's really good for him. Hailing from Long Island, New York, 142, the prototype, Dani Weaver. 18 for 43, managed by Phantom Dragon. Did that not? There we go. I may have not have pushed it hard enough. I had to push it harder. Harder. I was only doing this angle for the Royal Rumble testing that I was doing the other day. And I forgot to change it back in the settings. I also found a nice, wonderful little bug, I guess, is if you... so it will count down, it will show the countdown of who's coming out, but it won't show the number of the person coming out or the name of them unless you have the Superstar HUD match rating. It's the match rating HUD. The problem with that is that it shows the stars up in the corner. I don't want that. And sometimes it will show bars over the wrestlers' heads. I don't want that either. So I was like, well, as a compromise, maybe for Royal Rumbles, we'll change our camera angle to be looking down the ramp. And I'll have to figure out the number. Right? Or keep track of it, right? The habit is the hard part. There is no possibility of chemicals or withdrawals in my system or any former smoker systems. Sorry. But people still go back to it sometimes. Decades later, yeah. The habit is formed because I have ingrained smoking into most aspects and routines of your life. I still reach my pocket for the vape and have to get through the habit craving of at least 10 times a day. Yeah, like, for me, I would equate that to watching wrestling and eating junk food. Generally, I don't watch a lot of wrestling now. It's only on pay-per-views. But usually when we do, we have my brother-in-laws over and we all watch and we'll have pizza or nachos or something, right? And it could be healthy stuff, could be junky stuff, but we'll have something. And sometimes watching regular wrestling here and there, I'll want to get that. I'll start looking around, like, where is my junk food? I'll start reaching. Oh, there's nothing there, right? Yeah. Junk food is absolutely a habit. Yep. Yippers. Dani Weaver. Dani Weaver. So is shopping? Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I think the biggest habit, like a physical addiction that I have would be for pop and junk food, but this week hasn't been good for that because Christmas time and New Year's and all that. But it was like actually last week at Christmas time, I actually lost weight. I was surprised. This week, I don't think I'm going to lose weight because this week we actually had a fair bit of pizza. But, you know, I don't know. It'll come and go. Right? Felt bad, buy something new, feel good, sell and celebrate. Oh, by buying something, got you. Yeah, I don't know if this is a habit, but like for me, but I have a really bad case of FOMO. And it's not just physical things, like yeah, like if somebody gets a new screen, right? I want a new screen. Somebody gets a new video card. I want a new card. And I think one of the things I wanted to do this year is really try to look at my needs, and I started doing this last year too, was what do I need versus what do I want, right? And if I don't need it, then maybe just hold off, you know, and don't worry about things. Go and play some WoW. But even then, I'm having a hard time playing WoW. So, I don't know. I'm having a hard time being on my computer. Yeah. And I don't know if it's like an age thing or what. But some days I'm feeling my age, and some days I'm still like 12. Cut the pizza with something green, like broccoli. What? Green? Whoa! Dani Weaver! Here's your winner, Dani Weaver! You got the point, you're probably not going to be able to retire. I mean, that sucks. You're not alone though. Right? There's a lot of people in that, you know. You're not going to be able to retire. Die from a coronary at work or something like that, so may as well eat well and enjoy myself. No. No. I will not let you go. I will find you and resurrect you, and then you can be zombie Zorts. There's certain media things I literally shake because I want it so bad. Sometimes it's a rare record and records. Other times a new game, but sometimes the want overtakes you. When I first saw the lasso in Red Dead 1, I shook. The new Indiana Jones game, I will watch nothing until the PS5 version has come. Is it out on PC? Because I know, like, I have a couple of other games I still want to play. I have Horizon Zero Dawn. I've never played. I want to do it, and a friend gifted me Red Dead 2 because I've never played them, and so that's another game I'd like to play. Like, there's a lot of games, right? Yeah. Yippers. But yeah, and so the other thing too is seeing on Steam, you know how Steam said, hey, this is on sale, it's on your wish list, and it's like, my issue with spending money is like I don't want to spend money we don't have. That leads you into problems, right? But two is spending money on something that I'll play like once, twice maybe, you know? In World of Warcraft, I've spent a lot of money, but I've played it for like 20 years, and that was my game. So it's given me a lot of value for what the money I put into it, right? And so when I look at other games, I don't like the idea of spending like $80 and playing it twice, 3 times, right? You know, compared to how much I've sunk into WoW, but I'm playing it so much, right? That's also an issue with me being addicted to WoW too, is trying to get away from that and play other games, because there's so many other good games out there that I've missed because I'm just stuck on WoW. But is it better to be stuck on WoW or be hooked on drugs, man? Right? I don't know. It's the same kind of deal, right? It's war crack. That is one of my favorite all-time games. Stone, when you play it, please stream it. I want to see the shenanigans you get into it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that and Zorts. That's another thing too. Is like sometimes I think of when I think of the game I want to play. Unfortunately, my default mode goes to, oh, I gotta stream it. And we've talked about this like many times. Like, this is not new. I'm still, it's a constant thing, trying to get my brain out of play the game. Don't worry about streaming it, right? Like, I don't have to stream everything, right? You know? But I think there's some I want to stream, right? But all right, last match, Dr. Bacon, Anthony Jindrak. You have games that you refuse to stream, you just want to enjoy them. Others, I'm like, I should stream this. Yeah. Mine is more because I'm an only child, and I'm used to being center of attention, which would probably explain a lot of things about me. Trying to get out of that mindset has been difficult, as it's been my whole life, basically. And playing things just for the sake of playing, not for the sake of, hey guys, look at what I'm doing. I mean, I like the streaming part as being as a social part, right? But there's a fine line there. So you want to know where Dr. Bacon obtained his PhD? At the School of Piggies. Dr. Bacon, 42 for 85, 3-1 against Anthony Jindrak. Managed by Seraphis. Yeah, like Zorts, there's a game that you were playing, Papers, Please. And I was like, oh man, I want to play that because it looks fun, right? But then I'm like, do I really want to, like, you know, stream it? And then I'm like, do I want to pay for it? No, because I'm going to use the money instead to get back into my wrestling stuff that I neglected to collect, even though I said I would, you know. Speaking of streams, went back and watched the Fest to this VOD. Sarah losing his crap at my question was amazing. I'm gonna have to ask that question every year. What question? Because I remember you said something about me being a doofus, and I'm like, and then I replied or I said it in a stupid way, and then I did it again because I felt a little bad. It's like, oh, who shot first, Hans or Guido? Well, that's, I mean, it's a bad question because we all know that Han shot first. And that's okay for him to shoot first. It doesn't mean he was a bad person because he knew Guido was going to shoot. The fact that they went back and changed it, ugh. Come on, bro. You know? I didn't really like that whole trend, right? It was Lucas and Spielberg, right? Spielberg changed E.T., right? Right? Where he got rid of the guns that they had and put in walkie-talkies or something. You're right, but Sarah's completely... Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Sarah's a good dude. Sarah's a good dude. I'm really glad I have him in my life, you know? Not to be, you know, mushy, you know, right? But very fortunate. Have some really good friends. The Wookiee was gonna win? What was... Chewbacca wasn't even at the table. What are you talking about? It's like the Tyson and Ali debate. I think Lennox Lewis was better than either of them. Lennox Lewis was pretty great. I'm just thinking about it, and I don't know, like Tyson or Ali, I don't know, right? Like at their peak. Didn't Lewis fight Tyson and Lewis kicked his arse, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Like when Tyson was trying to come back after the ear biting thing or something. Well, maybe it was Lewis versus Evander. And I think Lewis won. Lewis beat Tyson twice. Okay. Yeah, it like, to me, it's a blur. I stopped kind of paying attention to boxing after, like I did pay attention to boxing briefly when there was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out because it was a Nintendo game, right? And then when he lost to Buster Douglas, I was like, what? And then he showed up on wrestling. I was like, what the heck? No. The whole thing with him biting the ear. Oh god, come on, man. Like, I was kind of done. I do remember, I want to say it was Lewis and Holyfield, and Lewis won there too. Yeah, he was a big, thick dude too, eh? Like, he was not a lightweight whatsoever. Right, Dr. Bacon. So you met Tyson once, believe it or not. Perfect gentleman. You met him at a liquor store in Hollywood. Yeah, I can believe that. Like, I've heard that about a lot of people you'd think are gonna be mean. Like, I've heard, like, King Kong Bundy was a super nice guy. I never met him, but right. There's your winner, Dr. Bacon. Bacon for everybody. Echo. And Haku would kill you. I heard that on Andre the Giant said that he was the toughest guy, and if Andre said that about him, yeah, Haku. Mental pants. I'm gonna try and do this. So, Andre was scared of only two people in wrestling, Haku and Harley Race. Gotcha. Did I do this right? Way. Yeah. Andre was, wow, you both of you. Zortz, you owe Arnold a beer. Or a beverage of his choice. Oh, why is that like that? Because, yes, we want music. There we go. I owe no one anything. Wow. Okay. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to do the lurk reward thingy. Every 5 minutes that you're here, you get a point. We're not going to draw from the actual box. I'm going to save that for after, like a different stream. But we'll do Pebbles. Point being, Harley Race was also a badass. Like, and that's the thing too, is Zort knows this. I only really saw WWF wrestling, so I wasn't aware of Harley Race before. I wasn't aware that Junkyard Dog had a whole thing with Ted DiBiase down in, what's it, South Wrestling, Southern Wrestling, I don't know what it was, Southern Wrestling Alliance or something like that. So I had no idea that there are all these different Mid-South Wrestling. Sorry, thank you, Sorts. I had no idea that there were all these different things, right? So I only knew them from coming into WWF because that's all I knew, and then I got kind of brainwashed into that's what I watch. There's nothing else. Nothing. It's blinders on. And I missed a lot of stuff, which I'm kind of sad about. So reading and learning about this stuff like on videos and YouTube shoots, right? About things that happened. Pretty cool. I'm kind of glad that it's been more acceptable for folks to shoot, right? Than to try to keep things into kayfabe. Even then, when they're shooting, you still kind of got to take things with a grain of salt because, you know, it's going to be skewed one way, right? But you still can take some of it as real, right? You like the Bruce Pritchard podcast? Is he still doing that? Like I haven't. Like I don't really have time for podcasts. I don't have time for even watching other Twitch streams, man. I just don't. You have TBS playing Crockett in Pittsburgh, or you had along with WWF. I also was able to see WCCW out of Texas every so often, and Glow. Yeah, the only thing that I ever really like, I remember hearing about Glow, but I never really watched it. And the only stuff that I really learned about it was the TV series that they had, Glow, with Alison Brie. And I really liked that show, and I was really upset that they didn't do a 4th season, because was it Prime? Prime decided, nah. And they want to blame COVID, but it's not COVID. It's costs, because they would have paid them too much, because every season that something goes, they pay them more and more and more. And I think they would have had to have paid them more than I think Prime wanted to pay or thought that they were worth. Very upset. It was a good series. I liked it. WCCW, where Skandor Akbar managed every heel in the company. Whoa. You still call Paul Bearer Percy Pringle? Was that his name? And who's Skandor Akbar? I've never heard of him. Gosh. Alright, I'm gonna do the draw, and then what's the time right now? It's almost 5. I'm gonna drop the car off in like about 3 hours or so. Maybe 4 hours, more like 9. But Carrie's gotta work too. But luckily she's working from home. Okay, I'm gonna do the draw. Oh, how do I do that? I forget how to do the draw even. Right. I'm a Texas-based wrestler who became a manager in WCCW and Mid-South. At one point, he literally managed every bad guy in WCCW. What was his name? Skandor Akbar. Yeah, I've never seen him. Just looking at a picture. Huh. Alright. 4, 3, 2, 1. Amy. Points still grasp. And then we're gonna go like this because I'm a bozo. Then we're gonna go like this. Yeah. Growing up in Pittsburgh was a good wrestling town. I want to watch some local wrestling over here in Oshawa. Like, we don't live in it. Live in the town, like we're close by though. But just like the timing is never right to go watch a local show. And I want to go. Like, I want to see local wrestling. I want to see, like, grassroots, right? You know? Like, timing. It's just timing. All right, I'm going to head out. Arnold, Zortz, is great talking with y'all. We'll have, for anybody watching VODs, we'll be having Queen of the Ring January 6th, King of the Ring January 8th, our brand draft January 11th. No, our main event on January 11th, brand draft on January 13th, and then regular shows will start again on January 15th. Something like that. I'll post in Discord. Peace out. Now I gotta go check the VOD. Seems like everything went okay. Alright. Peace out. Be good. Hug your family. Hug your friends. Hug your cats. Hug your pets. Hug your dogs. Hug your birds. Maybe not that bird, but, you know, your pet birds.